The training hall of the Galactic Defense Academy buzzed with the usual pre-dawn energy. Cadets from 17 different species stretched, sparred, and tested their limits under the watchful sensors embedded in every wall. Sophia stood in the center ring, her human frame deceptively small compared to the Krellian and Vosk cadets circling her. Again, she said simply, rolling her shoulders. Instructor Velthar clicked his mandibles in what might have been approval or concern. The Arachnus officer had seen many species come through these halls, but humans always presented unique variables. Sophia had been at the academy for 3 months now, and every simulation, every test, every sparring match revealed something new about Earth's gravitational children. William watched from the observation deck, his fingers drumming against the transparent aluminum barrier. He'd arrived on the same transport as Sophia, both of them selected from Earth's military academies to represent their world in the Galactic Coalition's elite training program. Where Sophia was measured and methodical, William approached everything with calculated aggression. They'd become friends quickly, bonded by the shared experience of being the only humans in a facility of 3,000 cadets. "She's going to do it again," William muttered to a Luminian cadet whose bioluminescent skin pulsed with curiosity. "Do what?" Zendra asked. When, in the ring below, 3 cadets rushed Sophia simultaneously. It was supposed to be a standard hand-to-hand combat drill, species-neutral techniques only, no enhancement gear. The Krellian came from her left. His rocky exterior and superior mass meant to overwhelm. The Vosk twins attacked from right and center, their serpentine reflexes honed for striking prey. Sophia didn't retreat. The first collision happened too fast for most species to track. Sophia dropped low, using the Krellian's momentum against him, redirecting 400 pounds of mineral-based muscle into one of the Vosk twins. The impact sent both sprawling. The second Vosk managed to wrap around her arm, constricting with force that would shatter most species' bones. That's when the alarms started. A piercing wail filled the training hall. Red lights erupted from every wall panel. The automated defense systems, designed to prevent training fatalities, had triggered for the first time in 11 years. Earthborn detected. The facility's AI announced in 17 languages simultaneously. Danger threshold exceeded. All cadets stand down immediately. Sophia froze. The Vosk still wrapped around her arm. Confusion rippled through the training hall as every cadet stopped mid-movement. Instructor Velthar's mandibles clicked rapidly, his translator struggling to keep up with his agitated speech. William was already moving, racing down from the observation deck. He reached the ring just as medical officers and senior instructors converged on Sophia's position. "What happened?" William demanded. She was following protocol. Commander Thelrix, a towering sentinel whose species had founded the academy 2 centuries ago, stepped forward, his 4 eyes focused on the holographic readout hovering above his forearm terminal. The numbers made his translucent skin shift from calm blue to alarmed violet. The biometric scanners detected muscle tension levels consistent with ... He paused, checking the data again. With combat protocols from a Death World species operating under threat conditions, she was sparring, William said, his voice tight. Of course her muscles were tense, not tense. Cadet William, restrained, Thelrix gestured to the hologram, expanding it so everyone could see. Your species' baseline physiology operates at suppression levels we didn't fully comprehend. When that Vosk constricted her arm, Sophia's autonomic response was to break free. The scanners detected bone-crushing force being actively held back. Sophia had finally unwound herself from the confused Vosk cadet. She looked at her own arm as if seeing it for the first time. "I didn't want to hurt him," she said quietly. "So I didn't." "That's the problem," Instructor Velthar interjected, his translator catching up. "The amount of force you were consciously suppressing would have torn through Vosk anatomy, through most species' anatomy. The AI calculated a 78% probability of lethal outcome if you'd stopped holding back." The training hall had gone silent. 3,000 cadets from species that had conquered stars, built Dyson spheres, and terraformed worlds, all staring at 2 humans who suddenly seemed far more dangerous than their modest size suggested. William felt every eye on them. On Earth, they were soldiers, athletes, nothing extraordinary. Here, they were apparently walking weapons that didn't even know their own strength. "All Death World species undergo special evaluation," Commander Thelrix announced. "But Earth's gravity, your atmospheric pressure, your evolutionary predators, we underestimated the calibration requirements." "What does that mean for us?" Sophia asked. "It means," the commander said, his skin shifting back to blue, "that we need to redesign our training protocols. Again, there was something in his tone that might have been respect. Humans have only been in the coalition for 16 months. Every time we think we understand your species' capabilities, you surprise us. Zendra's bioluminescence pulsed rapidly, a sign of excitement in Luminian culture. The Great War histories mentioned Deathworld species, warriors who could fight in conditions that would kill others. I thought they were and they weren't, William said, finally understanding. On Earth, humans fought against gravity every moment of their lives. They endured temperature swings that would be considered torture on climate-controlled worlds. Their bodies were built for a planet that actively tried to kill them. Sophia looked at the cadets around her, then at the Vosk she'd been careful not to injure. We can learn to control it better. We're already controlling it. We just need better training on how much to hold back. Commander Thelrix's skin rippled with what his species expressed as amusement. Cadet Sophia, I think you misunderstand. We're not concerned about your restraint. We're impressed by it. Any other Deathworld species would have required inhibitor collars or combat restrictions. Humans seem to possess an instinctive understanding of measured force. He turned to address the entire assembly. Let this be a lesson to all cadets. Strength is not merely about what you can do. It's about what you choose not to do. These Earthborn have been walking among us, matching our capabilities, and we never realized they were operating at a fraction of their potential. The red lights faded. The alarms silenced. Training would resume, but something had shifted in the Galactic Defense Academy. The humans weren't just another species joining the coalition. They were a reminder that the most dangerous warriors weren't those who fought without restraint. They were the ones who chose restraint even when they didn't have to. Sophia caught William's eye and smiled slightly. They'd come to the stars to prove humanity belonged among the galactic community. They'd just proven it in a way neither had expected, not by showing their strength, but by showing their control over it. In the observation deck above, cadets were already pulling up Earth's files, studying the planet's conditions with new appreciation. A world of storms and quakes, predators and pressures, that had forged a species gentle enough to hold back and strong enough that holding back mattered. The sparring match resumed. This time, everyone watched the humans a little more carefully, with a mixture of caution and profound respect.